Hey Aries, I thought I would do a read in between readings for your houses, and I've grouped them in threes since we're still my reading that applies for the solar eclipse coming up on the 14th. That's still telling us a lot, but I thought I'd get into the specifics in the meantime of what's going on in your 12 houses. And they do belong in groups of three. They correlate. So I've brought them out. We'll do simple reads, and I'm going to start with your 12th, 8th, and 4th houses. I'm using Susan Shepard's Black Moon Astrology cards as a guide. And let's see what's going on. I'm doing it descending. Let's start with your 12th house, your house of, well, your Pisces house. I'll put it underneath. Can we see okay there? I don't think we'll see them all. Okay, that's in your 12th house. Let's see how it relates to your, that's your house of, it's your final house, your sort of, your house of escape, yes, but it's another creative house. It's the what you're going to do before you go house. And then we have your transformation house, the 8th house, your Scorpio house. And we have High Priestess there. So we've got a lot. That's 2 major arcana. This is your water story, which is very much, you know, what's going on in your 4th house, your Cancer house of roots. And we have Neptune, and is it Jupiter that co-rule? Yeah, I believe. The 12th house, Scorpio, is Pluto and Mars, and the moon rules the 4th house. And this is your water story. Aries. This is how you are. Ooh, the siren. Okay. 8 of Wands, High Priestess, and the Lovers. Well, that's a lot of fire energy, but you are Aries. In your house of roots, you have 8 of Wands. A lot of messages, a lot of progress in your 4th house of roots. So look at family connections, community, your past. But if you think of Cancer, the crab, and all of the feelings, all of the intuitive knowledge, the wanting to get away, the feeling whether or not it's safe to come out and express yourself, or you want to retreat. But the High Priestess is strong with you in your transformation house right now. And we have Lovers in the 12th house. This is telling me it looks as if we'll compare it to your other stories, but this might be dominant in your life right now. This this story. Let's see. Okay, let's put those to the side. Let's do your 11th, 7th, and 3rd houses. Let's switch the decks. Well, it's all one deck, but so the 11th house, the Aquarius house of friends, legacy, what you're going to do. Also, how you connect with the world, you know, your humanitarian side. The 7th house of the other, of justice, of partnerships. And the 3rd house of knowledge, communication, actually the Lovers house, passions, Gemini house, Libra house, Aquarius house. So all your air energy. Let's see how you are in your air energy. And then what you would want to do, Aries, is look at your placements in your chart, where these, depending on which house system, if you know about houses, what house system you use. I use Placidus. But 3 of Swords in Aquarius for Aries. Wow. 7 of Swords, a promise to self, a transformation in the 7th house. Well, that has everything to do with the Lover's energy, yes. But heartbreak or third party, or it's jumping, it's another swords card. Okay, and we have a problem with intuitive thinking, possibly a 9 leading back to an 8 of feeling stuck, trapped in the third house. Interesting. Aries. This is a lot of air energy in the air house. Okay, so I'm gonna say you are in your head a lot, and it looks as if, yes, a transformation. This is fixed. This is see, and what I would do with air energy actually is switch out who's cardinal. If you understand about cardinal, fixed, and mutable energy, definitely I would switch everything, because I would switch where the year starts, not in January, but towards March, April. In your house, the first house is where I would start the year, and I would make Gemini cardinal air, and that's the third house. And I would make the third house the cardinal house, and the 11th house the mutable. Okay, bear with me, my dinner's getting a little loud. Okay, so 3, 7, 9 reversed. Leading back to the 8 of Swords, so that trapped feeling. But also just the eye here, the intuitive eye, the all-seeing eye. The perseverance. And this is prevailing by right action as well. Doing things right by people. And there's a transformation, something that's happening, that you're recommitting to yourself in something in your 7th house. So between you and someone, or probably many people, there's something that's happening. Either you are moving into new knowledge, being, knowing, acting on new knowledge, acting on, or coming to fulfillment. But this is the serious stage of becoming something new in thinking or communicate. Well, all things together, communicating, but it's connected to your partnerships, which speaks heavily in favor of what we were getting in your water story. So that's your air story. You have all air in your air story. Okay, so let's see how you are in career. In Capricorn, career house, the 10th house, 6th house of Virgo, the work routines, the workplaces. So what you should be doing, bigger picture, how you like doing it in the 6th house, and your relationship with money in the 2nd house in Taurus. Let's see, Aries. How is this all affecting your cash flow, your purpose? You have a new opportunity in your career house, but you're not sure you want it in your 6th house. Knave of Wands reversed. Well, the Knave's a messenger. We're talking about free will. The Knave, it doesn't have the responsibilities of the Knight or the King or the Queen. I may be feeling a bit bound, and really, that's a bit of an awkward card for your money house. Spiritual full. Okay, so we're spiritually full. We have another ace. We have another opportunity. So there's some kind of collaboration that's going to affect your finances, yes. And if we put that with your water story, so your water story is affecting, hopefully in a very good way, your relationship with money, But we are, yeah, well, I would say this Knave of Wands is directly affected by your air story. This is your earth story, and we have, it starts strongly with an earth ace. But your fire energy, so yourself, your core self, Aries, is not where you want to be, I guess, in your routines, and you're all in your head for sure in your air story. And no wonder if there are aces coming through, that's gonna get you thinking. So that's what's happening in your 10th. And I'll keep track of all of this relative to the rest of what you're going through. Put in reverse order. And then let's bring it down finally to your 9th, 5th, and 1st houses. Your faith house, your creativity, your will house. These are the houses closest to who you are in core identity. Sagittarius house, Leo house, and your house. So what do we have going on in the 9th? We do have your major arcana in the light. Now we have Hanged Man in reverse, the Magician, standing on one foot in midair, but the enlightenment, the change of perspective. So we have major arcana again in faith. Okay, well, we've got that High Priestess back in your transformation house. Yes, yes. So Mother Earth cards are slapping, but what's going on in your 5th house? That one's coming out sideways. 7 of coins sideways. I'm going to say it's sideways. Well, okay. And that would be another transformation. And that's sideways because you're 7 of swords. So you're stuck working on, yeah, because your knave upside down. I'm not taking that one. Your knave upside down in your workplace house, your routines house. Oh, something flipped. Knave of Pentacles. Knave of Pentacles in your 1st house. Well, okay. Your house of self, identity, Aries. Coordinating with this Hanged Man, the High Priestess. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'll put a story together in the description for this. But let's just do all's good in the major opportunity in 10th house, trouble in the 6th house, major opportunity in the 2nd house, right action but some heartbreak in the 11th house, transformation in the 7th house, in your head in the 3rd house. Major timing, major divine timing in the 12th house, especially the 8th house, yes, and lots of communication in the 4th house. So yeah, lots of interventions in your water story. Your fire story is heavily grounded in the earth. So you're out of your element, Aries. And I'll do this again to see where you're at, but yeah, I'll do this mid-monthly, or somewhere in there, but regularly. Okay, I'll make sense of it all in the description. Until next time, Aries.